the big story that we've skirted around.
Blake Austin's been picked to play. He's been picked in the squad, right? I'm going to let you have your moan because everyone's going to know what you're going to say. Right? You've heard it a million times, and then we're going to counter why it's the right thing.
Well, let me just. There's no.
Just before we start, did you watch the World Cup yesterday? Cricket?
Yeah, I did.
Did you cheer England on?
Of course I did.
Why? Why did you cheer England on?
Full of foreigners.
Full of foreign players.
Oh,
the guy who got all the runs is not English.
Oh, right, okay, all right.
And they've got an Irish captain.
Anyway, well, that's.
So why did you cheer England on?
Anyway, that's. Listen, as I said before, that's their philosophy. That's the ECB's philosophy. That's the RFU's philosophy. That's any Tom, Dick and Harry's philosophy. But
so that's the RFU that have won the World Cup. That's England that have won the World Cup at cricket.
Mark, I'm not interested in
Rugby League.
I'm not interested in rugby union. I'm not interested in cricket. If they go well,
so where the world, Garry?
If they go well, they go well. But listen, all right then. Well, all right then. Blake Austin, I'll put it out to you. I'll put it out to everybody. Why does he deserve to play for Great Britain?
Okay, right.
Hold on. Why is he good enough? And also as well.
No, he's eligible, Garry.
He's eligible. I couldn't care. Well, all right. If he's good enough, right? Why is he playing for South Sydney with Wayne Bennett then in the NRL?
Is he top of the man of steel voting at the moment?
Well, it might be because that was.
So he's the best player in this competition at the moment.
Yeah, but he's Australian. But also to the fact
that
I'm not going to go on and rant and rave because everybody knows my feelings about Australians and anybody else who's not British to play for Great Britain. I don't want it. And do you know what? I'm going to make it an even statement here now, right? And they're not good enough to play for Great Britain. They're not even good enough to play for the clubs. All right, apart from Mark Sneed, because we know what he brings to Hull. But I'd rather have Mark Sneed, Richie Myler, and Matty Smith playing at halfback than Blake Austin. That's how bad it is.
Why?
Simple as that.
Why?
Because they're English. The British. I don't want Australians. I don't want Australians in the dressing room. I don't. Simple as that. I don't want it.
But there's a coach in the dressing room who's an Australian.
Yeah.
I've made my points about that as well.
But if they're the best at what they do,
Blake Austin
he's the best in this competition. People,
come on, Garry, you got to answer the question. You can't say
legends like your good self who give the points for the man of steel.
Correct.
I've got him at the top. Right. So enough people have seen him.
So just because he's playing well in Super League and he's made himself eligible because the Australians don't want him, New South Wales don't want him, don't get picked for City country. So he's good enough to play for Great Britain, is he?
Well, hold on.
Do you know what? The Aussies and the Kiwis have been laughing.
They'll be
absolutely laughing. You're tripping yourself up because you're saying he's better than all the other people, but yet you don't want him in the team.
What do you mean he's better than the
Well, is it all right? Well, if you had to pick a halfback now out of Super League and say, right, I can have anyone I want, who are you going to pick?
Number 6.
Pick him?
No, I wouldn't have picked George Williams.
Well, that's right, because up to about 2 weeks ago, I was saying Williams was pathetic and not playing. He's had 2 good games.
But I'd rather pick Gareth Winner. As I've said, I'd rather pick Myler, Matty Smith and Mark Sneed. I don't want Australians in the dressing room.
But we want to win the World Cup, don't we?
We don't want to win it with Blake Austin.
But
do you think the Aussies are going to be frightened of Blake Austin?
No, but
are they going to be frightened of Mark Sneed?
He is the best. You're arguing against
yourself
in the competition.
You are.
No, I'm not.
He's the best number 6 in the competition. Wales will play 7.
Oh, right, okay. So, all right. And so he's going to get Warrington. He's going to win the Challenge Cup. He's going to win the Grand Final for Warrington.
At the moment.
Hold on a second. Here's a bloke, right, that won nothing in his career, but was one of the best international players ever. So, well, if you don't win the Challenge Cup or whatever for Warrington, what does that prove? You didn't win anything. You've got picked for Great Britain enough times.
Yeah. But also, too, there's plenty of competition for the places. I had to play week in and week out.
You didn't win anything.
No, well, because
you can't say if you don't win anything, you can't play.
Nobody else won anything in my day, neither. Nobody else won anything in my day.
Plenty of lads that Wigan did.
What if Blake Austin?
Well, everybody won every Wigan, but nobody would know at Leeds, St Helens, at Warrington, at Hull, at Cass, at Hull KR in them days, because Wigan won everything. Simple as that.
So what if Blake Austin has improved as a player by coming over here playing for Warrington? Because he's enjoying his time here, he's got the freedom and responsibility to play the way he wants to play. Perhaps he didn't feel that way at Canberra. He's the best player in Super League at the moment, as voted by an independent panel of judges who we all said, no, they're Rugby League, probably better than most of us. Why shouldn't he be in the squad to be number 6?
Because he's Australian, simple as that. I don't want Australians in the dressing room.
He is eligible, he's made a commitment. I think the cricket thing is absolutely right. This country is a multicultural country, and that cricket team had somebody born in the West Indies, somebody eligible for New
We
Zealand.
we all know what they've got.
An Irish captain.
So why do you watch it and enjoy it then?
And they
Why do you watch it and enjoy
were
it?
representative of England. And
If you had said I didn't watch it out of courtesy because they're not all English, I'd have more respect for your argument. I think you're arguing
Well, to be
yourself.
honest with you, you were only in the pub, so yeah, well, I was just keeping an eye. But yeah, and the one. Yeah, but listen, I don't want Great Britain, and I don't want England full of Aussies, New Zealanders, South Africans, or whatever. I want it all to be British lads. Simple as that.
He's British.
Oh, mate, they've all got British heritage. We all know the situation.
We
spoke about it many times.
No.
Anyway.
You just showed yourself.
I'm glad he's been picked.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand what the squad is that's been picked today because it's Great Britain who are playing next, not England.
Yeah.
3 of the players we've already said are long-term injury doubts, although Stevie Ward apparently might be back before the end of the season.
I thought Stevie, has he had a step back, Stevie?
He's had to.
Oh, is it? So my apologies. You see, I wasn't important enough to get one on Friday, was I, Phil? I just get one now.
It was either you or Paul Cook, and in terms of ranking, you could have had.
So what's happened to him?
He's needed a knee clean out.
Well, I don't have much
Not a major operation, but some gristle needed removing or technical term is.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure why we've the England performance. I understand that it's exciting that England Knights are playing. They've now got a fixture. They're playing Jamaica at Headingley in October, which is great. So their 37-man squad makes sense because it's mainly a young squad, which is what we want England Knights to be. There's a couple who've dropped down from the senior squad, but they can prepare for something. The England performance squad that's been named with Blake Austin in it isn't playing anybody. But presumably we'll get another announcement at some stage of who the Great Britain squad is. Unless this England performance squad, 9 of them are going to play in the Nines. Of course, we haven't.
So also,
that's going to work.
But also as well, Phil, you know, with the Knight and the players what they've got in there, and they're all Super League players. Is that a decent test for them against Jamaica?
Yeah, because Jamaica will be picking a lot of Super League players. You see, Jamaica will pick players of heritage
No one
who
from
are eligible.
Jamaica.
It won't be domestic players from the Jamaican League. It will be predominantly people like Ashton Golding and Michael Lawrence who are of Jamaican heritage, and that will make it a very entertaining and closer game, and also will help Jamaica for the World Cup, who will be predominantly heritage players.
I think Phil,
which makes it more competitive.
Phil on Facebook, I think, makes an interesting point, which is how we canvassed every available Aussie playing in the NRL with British heritage before we pick 17 British players. Is Blake Austin the best? No, actually, they don't pick the squad based on players in the NRL, do they? So it's a moot point. But is there a halfback in the NRL who has the same qualifications as Blake Austin who could play for England?
Well, have they made themselves available?
I think that's the reason Jackson Hastings isn't in, is because I don't think he made that commitment to say, if I focus on being an England international, I give up my right to play for Australia, which is what Blake Austin has said, which is why he's as English as anybody else.
Well, Blake Austin has moved lock, stock and barrel. Let's be fair, Jack. We don't know what Jackson
Hastings
is going to do.
has already put a clause in his next contract that
he may well go on.
So
that kid has got unfinished business,
and he could play State of Origin, and then he could play for Australia, and he doesn't want to make that commitment for England and close that door. Austin is what, 26, 27? He's making a commitment, which is what Wayne Bennett asked of anybody who wanted to play for his country, and so he's selected on merit.